So when I'm thinking about how much hay to give these a herd or something, in my mind I just think of it being about 4 pounds per nanny per day. That's what they're going to eat and waste and such. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on what they got to graze out there or what the weather's like, or if they got kids on them, it's going to be more. So there's about 300 in here, and I'm going to give them a full bale. There's a 1,200 pound bale probably. And they may not eat that much because it's really cold out and stuff. They'll eat a little while, fill up, and then go get warm in someplace out of the wind and chew their cud, So it's not unusual that they may not eat as much when it's really cold. They just don't feel like, getting up again and getting cold and going out there and eating. So there's a bunch back there that's not come up. But they'll probably come up later or something. So that's how I kind of figure how much that they might need. Now if it's in a bell ring and they can't get to it very good and pull it out, they may not eat that much. Not because they don't want it or need it, but it's sometimes hard for them to get it out of a bell ring. And you gotta unroll a little extra for the dogs to lay on. That's always important. Hey guys, some of you are wondering about Sally. Here she's with me this morning. I teach all my dogs to stay on the floorboard on the passenger side. I don't let them ride in the back on the bed just because I'm afraid something will happen to them, and you get a lot of time and energy invested in making one a good dog. And I have had a dog fall off there once a long time ago, and so I don't do that anymore. And I'll give you another tip: if you have a young dog, or really any dog, that you've got in the cab like this, and you get out to open a gate or something there, crack the window where you can get your arm inside, because if they get up roaming around doing what they're not supposed to do and they hit that door lock button, you're locked out, and then your truck's running, and you gotta go find your spare key. Hopefully you got it. So that tip might be pretty valuable for some of you. I've learned the hard way myself, but it happened right there at home, so I didn't have far to go to get the spare key, and luckily I had one. I don't even know if I got one for this pickup or not. But yeah, make sure you crack that window so you can get in and unlock the door in case they hit that door lock. I don't know how cold it'd have to get to really affect the ewe herd. They're thicker bodied, got that thicker hair coat. I don't really ever see it bothering the goats, but you would think that it'd bother the goats a lot sooner than it would bother the ewes. I mean, they just got so much more body mass, and with their hair coat. And I don't really ever see the cold bothering the dogs either. Look at them. They're just excited to see somebody. Running around. Yeah. Looks like everybody, my way anyway, has made it pretty well. The wind's not as strong today, and this small band of ewes has a nice place back here, a lot of big cedar trees and a little creek that runs, and so yeah, they've probably got the best conditions of any of our livestock really for now. see these orange tagged ones, those are the original Hopping Brothers ewes that I bought. We've culled a few of them. Oh, they got maybe lost some teeth or something, but most of them, I don't know if they're 7 or 8 years old probably. They're in good shape. They still do well, still raise lambs. So most of the time, as far as culling ewes, I mean, if we've got a place to keep them, and, you know, unless we're just full and we're needing to get rid of some, we cull for maybe a bad bags, or you know, if they're losing teeth, or if, well, of course, if they didn't raise a lamb or something, they come back dry. But other than that, they can stick around as long as they raise lambs. Yeah, they're welcome to stick around as long as we got a place to keep them. And if we wouldn't, then we either make a decision to sell some of the older ewes, or keep the older, more proven ewes, and advertise and sell some good young ewes. We've done that sometimes. But and we may have some for sale later this winter, after we go through them. Well, here we are back at home. All these lambs and kids. There's what we built the windbreak for the other day. Of course, they're eating the windbreak, but it lasted through the worst of the storm, and they're still quite a bit there. They can get behind, get underneath. So, but yeah, I don't think we got back to the house that day before they'd already got the netting off. So that's the netting on it. Now we should just take it off. Left it there. But we unrolled some hay for them, but they'd rather eat that over there. We got the feeders up here. They're eating them. Now they're looking pretty good still, even as cold as it is. And then some of them can get in that loafing shed area there. And then there's a automatic water in that lot there that they can drink out of. So they're well taken care of. I think they're come through pretty good. And the sun's shining. It feels warmer, although that wind's still pretty sharp, but it's calmed down a little bit. It's probably still a wind chill of, I don't know, -20 maybe, -10. I know my face is kind of cold when I turn into it. So hey, hope y'all managed well through this inclement weather, and we'll see. Should have a nicer week ahead of us, and y'all have a Merry Christmas. Okay guys, with dogs in your cabs, well, pups anyway, this is what else can happen. Now, this isn't too bad. This is what we write down, all the feed we feed on during the day, bales or any other feed. Of course, the dog, I left her in the cab a little bit too long there, one stop. But I have had them chew up the door handle, chew up the dash, chew up the upholstery. So yeah, I want to pay attention to that. But my mistake, it's a pup, right? You know, that's what they do.